Everyone called him Trash Boy because he collected garbage at lunch. On graduation day, he revealed what he'd been building for 4 years. Have you ever misjudged someone so completely that the truth left you speechless? At Westlake High, we had our share of odd characters, but none quite like Marcus Finley. From freshman year, Marcus earned the nickname Trash Boy because of his bizarre habit of collecting specific pieces of garbage after lunch. Not just any trash per he had a system: plastic bottles on Mondays, aluminum cans on Tuesdays, milk cartons on Wednesdays, and so on. He carried a separate backpack just for his collections. The popular kids made it a game to throw trash at his table. Special delivery for Trash Boy, they'd shout. Marcus never reacted pained. He'd simply examine each item, sometimes adding it to his collection, other times discarding it with a disappointed look. When asked why he did it, he'd just smile and say, "You'll see someday." Most people assumed he was somewhere on the spectrum or just enjoyed recycling. Pre-board left him alone since he wasn't hurting anyone, though the janitors appreciated his help. I wasn't innocent in all this. I never threw trash at him, but I laughed along. I called him Trash Boy like everyone else. I was part of the background chorus of mockery that followed him through the hallways for 4 years during senior year. Marcus's collections became more specific. He started asking people to save certain items for him, pairing the metallic wrappers from gum, the plastic rings from bottle caps, even the tiny metal pulls from soda cans. His requests were so specific that it became another joke. Trash Boy's getting picky about his garbage, people would say. But strangely, some students started saving items for him anyway. Maybe out of curiosity, maybe because after 4 years the joke had gotten old. 2 months before graduation, Marcus stopped collecting. His special backtick disappeared. When people asked about it, he just said he had enough. Meant for what no one knew. Most people forgot about it as graduation approached. On graduation day, as we lined up alphabetically in the gym, there was a buzz about something in the school courtyard. Through the windows, I could see a crowd gathering but couldn't make out what they were looking at. After the ceremony, as families and graduates spilled out into the courtyard, I finally saw it pant and stopped dead in my tracks. Rising from the center of the courtyard was a sculpture at least 15 feet tall, a massive intricate tree made entirely of 4 years worth of carefully collected cafeteria trash. Plastic bottles formed the trunk, their green and blue tints creating a bark-like texture. Aluminum cans, flattened and twisted, became branches catching the sunlight. Milk cartons cut and shaped into thousands of leaves rustled in the breeze. But it was when you got closer that the true artistry revealed itself, woven into the design. Were scenes from our high school years tanned. A championship basketball game represented by figures made from the team's discarded Gatorade bottles. The drama club's production of Hamilton crafted from their rehearsal snack wrappers. The senior prank when someone released 3 pigs labeled 1, 2, and 4 into the school, leaving administrators searching for pig number 3 depicted in miniature using yogurt containers. 4 years of our collective high school experience preserved in the very trash we thoughtlessly discarded, pertinent often thrown at its creator. At the base of the sculpture was a simple plaque: "What we leave behind, part by Marcus Finley materials." 4 years of Westlake High School lunch trash, including 847 items thrown directly at me. The principal announced that Marcus had received a full scholarship to Rhode Island School of Design, one of the top art schools in the country. His portfolio had consisted entirely of progress photos of this secret project. As the crowd marveled, I spotted Marcus standing quietly to the side with his parents. I walked over my graduation cap, suddenly feeling heavy in my hands. "It's incredible," I said the words, feeling completely inadequate. "I am sorry I called you Trash Boy," he finished with a smile. "It's okay. I needed the materials, but why keep it secret for so long? Why let everyone mock you?" He looked at the sculpture, now surrounded by the very students who had tormented him, their phones out as they took photos to post online. "Would you have given me your trash if you knew what I was making, would they?" he asked, nodding toward the popular crowd. Sometimes people only contribute to something beautiful when they don't realize they're part of it. The sculpture remained in the courtyard all summer. The school board voted to preserve it permanently, installing a protective covering to shield it from the element. Local news covered the story. A video about Marcus went viral. When I returned to visit the following year, I found new students taking giddy with the sculpture, most not knowing the full story behind it. But the nickname Trash Boy had disappeared from the school's vocabulary. Instead, the art room was full of students working on projects using recycled materials. The cafeteria had color-coded recycling stations, and rumor had it that 3 different students were collecting specific items for their own secret projects. Sometimes they just see something no one else can part until they show us what we've been throwing away all along.